26th, and last year it took place in Haridwar. And at one time we hosted the WAVES conference, India conference in Bangalore, Agriculture University. I was chairperson, and so the object is an academic society. Whoever wants to learn or present paper and make studies or Vedic studies, the way that Vedic study does not mean only Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharveda. It means all subjects. Veda is knowledge belonging to any department of knowledge. For example, in Bana Kadambari, he mentions there are 76 departments started by the Tarapida, the king, to make his son Chandrapida educated. Why should he go to other university? Because in emperor he started university and introduced 76 professors to teach the 76 departments. So this Atlanta is a wonderful place. In fact, Dr. Bhudev Sharma is now in India, and he was much talking about it. So I must be very much grateful and thankful that you have given up. More so, this Temple Arc Society, you got that. It's a wonderful job. I saw the website and the kind of work you are doing. In fact, Rama Sharma told me that he has done the renovation to a temple in Andhra Pradesh, Anantapur Street, to Sun Temple. Because Surya is such an energy, solar energy. We don't, here in America, we realize the value of Surya, but in India, people, though Suryas are every day present, no day he will be absent. If rain comes for some half an hour, rain comes, again sun is seen. But here it is not like 1 week you don't see, especially in North America, you don't see sun at all. But sun is an important energy. And that sun temple, he was telling, I should mention, in that Urukonda there is a village and he is facing east. And somebody I met from Bhubaneswar, there is Konark, the first temple in 12th century AD. Arka Kona is Kona Arka. Kona is the angle, Arka is Surya. So there are 3 doors in that Konark where for 4 months the sun's rays in each door would fall on the deity Surya Bhagavan, and the astronomical skill and knowledge of our ancients is so great that the sun's rays are first falling on Surya Bhagavan. So, because sun direct all. So that such a sun. So if he is turning towards, if he is looking the east, southern direction, the rewards and awards are different. If he is towards the east, rewards and north. So in fact, the houses, Vastu Shastra tells that if there is plenty of sunshine into your house, then the house will be highly prosperous. House prosperous means the inmates of the house. They will be always having Ruddhi, Vruddhi, Abhyudaya, Shuddhi. I don't want to translate these words. They are very much more powerful than the translations. In fact, I have seen so many houses, in fact, and that kind of soul. Fortunately, of course, I will put it on the web also. There is one text, Saitri Aranyaka Aruna Prashna, some of you must have heard. And in fact, I should say, Rama Sharma got attracted or got that idea that he should invite me to Atlanta and make people know more and more about our Indian heritage and whatever forum it is, because he has done something towards the temple there, towards south, and that there are 8 suns. 7 suns are not visible, only 1 sun is visible. And but they are there because of the presence of the 7 suns in 7 quarters and 1 sun in the east and west. We are having the seasons and every time process and everything perfectly done. The timing is, see, in Atlanta we still leaves on the trees. Fall season is not complete. But there in Chicago and all North America, all trees are bald, ready to receive the snow and become completely white. It is something like, Shiva being described in the Himalayan mountains. So, Apadalana Bhastalanta Bhavana Brahmanda Vyavarta, in that Jana Sloka, Himarucha Bhasamana Patangai, Himarucha Bhasamana. Ruchi is Kanti, Hima is snow. With snow white, so completely, perfectly. So when I feel that, here you are lucky that All are Ksirasagara Kanyakas and Ksirasagara Purushas. Ksirasagara is white mountains, snow mountain, everywhere. It's such a beautiful, but this is different. So that Surya Bhagavan is the cause for the snow, is the cause for solidifying, for liquefying the snow. He gives you snow, he gives you the water. So that Surya Bhagavan, I am really grateful that Surya Bhagavan has brought me here and gave contacts with all you people. In fact, I have not much time to talk many things, but one day, sometime next when I come, I would like to tell all my ideas on Surya Bhagavan, Runa Prasna 32, and on Ratha Saptami day, you definitely worship and make Namaskar, because Namaskara Priyo Bhanu, Surya is pleased with Namaskara, and Shiva is pleased with the water, Abhisheka, and Vishnu with Alankara. But you can please Vishnu and Shiva very quickly and easily, but not Vishnu. Therefore, Vishnu takes his own time to give you boons and blessings. Well, there are so many stories to illustrate this point of Vishnu's being a little late to bless us, while Shiva is instantaneously blesses. He's a duty doctor. This is a Kartika Masa, where Shiva's Abhisheka every Monday is very precious, because he's a duty doctor. Prathamo Daivyo Bhishak. He is the first duty doctor, whether X or Y is there, he will be present. That's why the Rudra applications are also there, and Chamaka applications are there, Mahanyas, all that, and Surya Bhagavan. So, in fact, Ramasarma was telling, sir, you have done, and the person who introduced me to Ramasarma, that Vishwa, I should tell him, and he got the copy and all. So, all this will happen because of the blessings of Surya Bhagavan, and his Shishya is Anjaneya, and both of them have given us the blessings that we could have some time to discuss about them, salient features which would be useful for our contemporary life. Please remember that there is the divine force behind our activity. We need not become depressed or suppressed and worried and get buried in worries. No, whatever problem we have, it is the problem of Vishnu. That's why Vishnu is the problem, Vishnu is the solution. And you can have number of instances. Therefore, for example, when the Samudra Mathana was being done, the Manthara Parvata was sinking down, though there was a rope of Vasuki. Then they appealed to Vishnu and said, I will become a tortoise because its back is stronger than any other animals. So he became a kurma over his back. Then they churned the ocean. And when Visha came and poison, venom came, then they requested Shiva. And you observe, when the problem is there, everybody will complain about the problem. When they get the solution and get over the problem, they stop talking, they don't even mention about it to others. That's the whole wonder of the world. If you don't get salary on first week, you will tell 100 people, I don't have salary, I not received salary. When you receive salary, you will be silent. The other person who heard that you have not received salary will have to ask you, hey, did you get salary of this month? Oh, long back I got it, it's over already. So you may ask me to give money. So this is the tendency. But the same tendency was seen even in Shiva. Because Shiva, after the Samudra Mathana and all that, suddenly met Vishnu and he asked Vishnu, hey Vishnu, it looks that you became a Mohini and saw that the Amrita is being properly distributed to all people. How could you do it? Can I have again darshan of that Mohini before me? Then Vishnu told Shiva, don't bother about the Mohini Rupa of mine. That's over. The enterprise, the project is over. Why do you want to relax that? No, I want to see Mohini Rupa of you. When Shiva insisted, okay, you are Grahachara, Karma, do it. And then he became a Mohini and Shiva became infatuated and Ayyappa has come into birth. So, that's why certain old things we should not meddle. Keep the old story, the things are done, we are happy. But if at all you want to recapitulate or call back that, there will be some unexpected problems which we will be inviting, which Shiva invited. And because he is called Yatinam Yatihi, he is Yati of Yatis. So in our literature, in our heritage, we have examples for all kinds of things. There is nothing new to us. Everything is old wine in new bottle. It will be marketed very well. You can get a lot of sellings. So old wine in new bottle. Only label changes, but the wine will people enjoy. So you'll have a good marketing of that. So the marketing, the management, everything, whatever words you are using these days in our computer technology or terminology and all that, everything is there now. But if we are now currently possible with the e-talk, what about that Agni speed? Agnaye Swaha, instantaneously Agni is present to grab. But again he will wait for one more word from you. Agnaya idam na mama. It belongs to Agni, it doesn't belong to me. So when once you disown, then he will own. If you still have some attachment, he will not have. So even in registrar's office you observe, the fellow who will make your house registered, we have to have a fingerprint. One hand he will hold your finger and put it in India, I don't know but here. So in India he will hold your hand and and make you do this. Other hand he will open and show you so that you can do something to his left hand. So that left hand, one thing, and this right hand. Anyway, this kind of things are there. So please, I want to say that we have any and everything already there. So even Krishna in Bhagavad Gita tells Arjuna, oh, you don't be afraid. Arjuna might become proud and he may be very much haughty also. I am the best Shishya to you. He says, I have told the same thing to Vivaswan and so many people. Surya Bhagavan is my first student. You are the nth student. Don't think Arjuna, you are the first student to me. If you know that you are the nth student, you will not have any garu. So like that, Krishna was trying to manage and snub the fellow and see that. So Bhagavatam, Ramayanam and all that, don't think that anybody who studies these textbooks are not useful fellow. In fact, they are useful. In fact, if you go to learn Sanskrit, they say, what? Are you going to learn Sanskrit? What is there in Sanskrit? What is there in Vedas? Why do you go to Ramayana? No, please don't take that kind of spirit. Our Vedas, our Rishis, hundreds and thousands of them. So we all respect them. Thank you very much for this opportunity and this honor. And thank God bless you, bless us all. Om Shanti.
I was walking around, when I was taking a break, and someone asked me if during the conversation and discourses, are they complementing each other or are they contradicting each other? So if you have any question like that, we have a few minutes to take a few questions. You feel free to ask them, about their lectures on Vedam and Nadam.
So when you said Hanuman is mentioned in Balakanda, can you just speak few words about what it is about?
In Balakanda there is not much activity except the instance of birth. See, when the problem came, then Hanuman is born. That's all. There is no much activity in Balakanda of Hanuman. But his entry only begins from the Aranyakanda, when Rama and Lakshmana are coming in search of Sita in their own search, and Sugriva became very much afraid. Therefrom only Hanuman comes into. But we have, I'm talking only Valmiki Ramayana, but in other Ramayanas we have got so much about Hanuman. And Ramayana is said to be 1,000 recensions. It means everybody has got freedom to talk about the life story of Rama. Because Rama is an ideal man, can be presented. So Hanuman comes into picture, and from Aranyakanda to that, we don't have much. But we have our own, there are some instances about Ram Bala, that he went up, he mistook sun as the mango fruit or something like that. He felt hungry, he jumped up, and Surya Bhagavan was so much afraid of Anjaneya, because Anjaneya, we take him as the avatar of Shiva. Actually, Shiva won't have a number of avatars as much as Vishnu. That's why Bhartrahari says, Vishnuriyena dashavatara gahane chipto mahasankate. See, Mahasankata was given to Vishnu but not to any other god. But Shiva, though he is completely closing his eyes and always meditation, he is aware of the whole thing. And one more thing about Lord Shiva is nobody wants what Shiva has got, but everybody wants what Vishnu has got. You never want his serpents, you never want his Kapala Malika, or he doesn't want any Bhiksha Patra. Anything of Shiva you want? Nobody. So Shiva is safe, no maintenance for that. He doesn't spend anything. But Vishnu has to spend. But therein also we have got a problem. So what is the maintenance he is paying to all his people is for Garuda, Vishnu and all these people? That's also a different question. But with least maintenance, in highly economic way, with least maintenance, with ethical generality from the part of Sishyas or servants, these three gods are thriving or Paramatma is thriving. So like that we have positives, pros and cons for this, but ultimately the truth is that, the message is that positive we should be and we should try to get rid of negativity in us. The negative energy, for example also, the word Rama. Ra means to enrich ourselves. Ma is to get rid of whatever bad and contamination and poverty that we have got. So when you say Rama, your Rama Pranayama they say, when you say Ra, when you take breath in, that life goes in. When you breath out, the contamination, bad ideas go out. So Ramo Pranapaya. So this is how we get Ra. Even I recited one mantra, Agni, in Rigveda mantra, where you make a prayer to Agni that he has to lead us in a righteous path towards the goal of peace, happiness and prosperity. Raya Shabda is there. Raya means ability to earn money, at the same time mind to share that money with others. The Tyaga is important. For example, Bhagavad Gita also, Gita is Tyaga. What is Gita? Karma, Dharma Kshetre, Kuru Kshetre comes up. So, the Kshetre, Kshetre, Dharmam Kuru is the message of the entire Bhagavad Gita. So, this Balakanda, Anjaneya, but all people have taken freedom to describe Anjaneya as they want, but Balanjaneya is there in worship, and even Balashiva also is there. But it is only our own projection of imagination, but we don't have much mythology about it. Much mythology when they are grown, because this mythology is a necessity for us so that we will be able to shape and characterize our life. Most important. Why do we want gurus try to put you on the track so that you will follow Mahajano Yenagataha Saeva Pantha. Where big people have taken trodden path, that is our way, and we have nothing to do or invent. That's why we say Sanskrit language is Sanskrit because it's a perfect language. The grammar is so perfect that you need not put your pen. That's why it is called Sanskrit. Otherwise, all languages you can always put the grammar change and all that, but you cannot change the grammar of Sanskrit. And even Veda also, you can't have correction of the Vedic things. They're all perfect. So perfect, you cannot imagine any other change for that, and it's perfect. That's why when you learn such perfection, it is easy to work. Even the Devanagari, you talk about that. Every Devanagari letter, that A, E that you write in that, is a Swarga. Devanagara is Swarga. Devanagari means belonging to Swarga. So you can complete one perfect round to every alphabet of the Devanagari. So this is what it is.
Thanks. I do not want to say we cannot take any more questions, but due to limited time, what I would say is after vote of thanks, while we are packing up to leave the hall, feel free to ask any questions. You can take those 15 minutes while we pack up everything here. And thank you very much, Prabhakar garu and Sitaram Lakshmi garu. Kuchandi. Now I request Shiva to come here and present vote of thanks.
మీరు చేసిన ప్రార్థన శ్రీ గణపతిది చాలా
పని డొక్కా చేశారు.
చేశారా?
Sabhaya Namaha. Well, I just want to say one thing. Of course, I told we wanted to say vote of thanks But when a Sanskrit guru is here, I just want to say Dhanyavad, because Dhanyavad is a better word than thanks. Dhanya means we are fortunate and blessed today to be here, to understand what Karya Siddhi means and what Hanuman can give us when we have Parvati and Parameshwara here. That's what I had felt, because this is a wonderful Kartika Masam, and that's what Guru, Acharya Prabhakar Garu has also mentioned that. And today is wonderful Panchami, Pradosha Vela. What else we need? Blessing of Hanuman, blessing of Shiva, Vishnu, and everybody. I mean, it's a great fortune for us. That's why I said I want to say Dhanyavad to Prabhakar Garu and Lakshmi Garu. We are absolutely blessed when we have Parvati and Parameshwara. Where today Parameshwara I felt was in Dakshinamurti Rupam. And then, Parvati Devi gave us on how we can remove Maya through Nadam. That is how I had felt it, truly blessed. And then I just want to also thank Global Hindu Heritage Foundation and SaveTemples.org for actually arranging this thing. And then I just want to acknowledge a few more people who has actually made this happen. I just want to first thank Ramasharma Kashi Bhatra. And then, of course, we were wonderfully supported by Amrita Varshini and, great emceeing and introduction by Venkat Chandu Bhatla. And also, again, as Guruji has already mentioned, thank you to Fani Roka for the Prarthana Geetam. And then Malik Medurmetla for coordinating and, working with all other people. And Srinivas Kotagaru for, for staying in the background right there, but made a lot of effort, a lot of conversations, a lot of things to happen, again, for this. And Kiran Madhiganda is right there standing on the sides always, but we'll definitely have wonderful captures of moments for this. And then Madhu Shastrila for hosting, transporting Guruji, at least so that we did not really give them any time. They came at landed at 12:30 and they are here by 3:30. That's why I said Parvati Parameshwara, they are the ones who really don't care about how they are, even despite their age, but they were here at this time. We did not give them much time, but they were right on time, and very thankful for that. And then Vinay Boppanagaru for flexi and printing, Vijay Lanka Garu, Prasad Garimella, Krishna Kasi Bhatla, and Bhushan Mocharla for supporting us on this event. And then of course we are thankful for TV5, Sridhar Vakiti and Girish Meka. They were trying to cover us from a media standpoint of it. And again for snacks and tea, and of course at the right time we got Hanuman Prasadam also through Seshataram Puranangaru and from Garuda Vega. And then for the venue, we want to thank Alfreda Adult Activity Center for giving us this place in a short notice and making this happen. And again, now I can say, of course, all the wonderful audience who were patient. Not really much of cell phone ringing or anything else where we did not even announce. Thank you all, wonderful. And just want to say one more part of it, which I was actually talking about from GHSC, where we were saying that yes, we are talking about SaveTemples.org. We are talking about saving our Hindu heritage and things. But of late, we've been seeing a lot more activity where people are little bit ridiculing and making fun of things which should not be, because that's not what our Sanatana Dharma has talked about. We want all the people to start respecting and acknowledging other people's feelings and their beliefs, because Hinduism does not deny Christianity or anything else. Hinduism is the only one that says that as long as you have some mata, then it is some mata. So that's what we say. So we ask anybody or any other creative writers, don't ridicule our tradition and follow it. You can follow. The fun part of it should be as up to a fun level where you should not come and hurt somebody's feelings. That's what GHSC requests. And again, thank you all, and happy Kartika Masam, and blessings from Lord Parameshwara and Parameshwari right here. Thank you very much.
I request the volunteer team to come to the stage for a picture. Krishna, Kiran, Sridhar.